So today we're rebuilding the Giants following their massive deal with Carlos Correa. Yes, they missed out on Judge. Yes, they missed out on Trey Turner, but Carlos Correa, talk about a pickup. On top of some of the pitching additions and the chance that they still get Carlos Rodon, this Giants team might get back to that 100-win season. It's going to be tough with the Dodgers and the Padres in their division, but at least they'll be a competitor because, I mean, this team's actually starting to shape up. On top of that, you got some of their young players starting to get close to MLB ready. So, I mean, in a couple of years, we might see a serious Giants team. So here we go. Let's rebuild the Giants. Let's have some fun with it. So a lot of you guys have been asking what roster I've been using. I've been using the same roster that I've been using since like June. The only difference is that I just have been like editing the roster with contracts, roster moves, maybe a little potential or overall here or there. But realistically, it's just been the same roster that I've been using like all year. So if you guys want it in the vault, I guess I could put it there. But realistically, there's way better rosters in the vault. You just gotta look there. There's some really good ones. But if you do want to see it, let me know in the comment section down below. Hit the like button, and of course, if you're new here, consider hitting subscribe. I would really appreciate it. And here's the team. Obviously, Mitch, good pickup this offseason, really good bat. Question is, what's the plan with the outfield? Is Yastrzemski, Jock, and Mitch really the defensive setup you're gonna go with? I mean, it's not bad, but you definitely could use a little bit better of an outfielder. You do have Elliot Ramos, who I think we'll start to get some more time. You do have Luis Matos as well, fairly young, could potentially see some time soon. Obviously, Marco Luciano's right around the corner as well, along with some of their pitching prospects. But realistically, it looks like a really solid team. I don't know if it's good enough to compete with the Dodgers or the Padres, but with the expanded playoff system, you know, it's possible. It's possible. So I do want to still go out and boost this team a little bit more. I think Rodon would be one of those things that, like, okay, yeah, this is a playoff team, you know, like the pitching is okay, but like injuries have always been a problem, and on top of that, you know, adding Rodon is just, that's a serious move. So I think, I don't know, I'm looking at this team, offense might be a little bit more of a priority. Ooh, I think offense might be a little bit more of a priority. I'm looking at it. Yes, we do have some other guys, but like, man, like you're looking at it like Estrada or Luciano's still a couple seasons away. Same thing with not Estrada, Matos and Ramos, like probably this year, next year. So like, man, I feel like we could use some offense. Like a first baseman's probably a little necessary too, huh? So let's do it. All right, so I thought about spending big, and then I thought, you know what? Let's see what the Giants would be like with their current roster. I did have to go out and pick up a couple relievers just because I was a little light in that position, but I figured let's kind of see what they're doing. I tried to get Tyler Rogers' brother, Taylor Rogers. He signed with the Cardinals for 4 years. I only gave him 2, so I guess that makes sense. I brought in Seth Lugo. I know there are some teams looking at making him a starter, but I thought he's available. He was available pretty far into free agency, so if I can get him for a year, that's fine. I brought in Fulmer. I brought in Givens. So basically just players that you could just fill out the bullpen with, which I think the Giants could go out and do anyways. So that's fine. And then offensively, I only brought in Austin Hedges as a backup, and we're going to rock with the rest of the team. I looked at Fangraphs. I looked at a couple other websites to see what would be the projected lineup, and they've got Thairo Estrada at second, Yastrzemski in center, Correa at short. The DH is Jock, Mitch in right, third base is going to be Crawford, first is going to be JD Davis, in left, Lamont Wade Jr., and then you've got Joey Bart at catcher, and then the bench is basically just kind of whoever. So that's kind of what I did. Let's see what the team looks like with Correa in it. We'll see how we do, how we compete, because if you look at the team, there's still a fair amount of money to like be able to spend. You've got Jock coming off the books, you've got Crawford coming off the books, and a couple others. So I think if this season doesn't go well, which it probably won't with the Dodgers and the Padres in the division, let's see what happens. If we're a wild card team, great. If not, let's spend even more and go crazy next offseason. All right, so looking at the team, we're actually doing fairly well, and I don't want to change it up too much more because we're gonna have some free agents that I'm okay letting go. And realistically, I just want to find like an expiring contract pitcher that we can acquire. I looked at the block. There really aren't any. Like Quantrill's cool and all, but I don't know. I feel like I get him so often that I want to switch it up a little bit. And I looked around at different pitchers. I get John Means a lot. I guess I could like Marquez potentially would be fairly cheap, and a player that has an expired, like Kyle Freeland. Do I need a lefty? I don't think I need a lefty. Not really. So I would prefer to have a righty. And so like Kyle Freeland's cool and all. We could try that. What about Merrill Kelly? I'm gonna pass on Merrill Kelly. Cardinals, not really anybody. Pirates, no. Brewers, Maybe. Let's see, what's Lauer up to? He's pretty good, but I'm pretty sure he's under team control for another year. But the Brewers are a weird team where they'd be willing to trade a player even though they don't really need to. So we could do that. We could go to the Cubs. We could go Nationals. The Marlins are always saying that they'd be willing to trade some pitching. And I've been looking. I looked at the White Sox. They did sign Rodon to a 6-year deal. And I just kind of tried to find a team that'd be willing to move somebody. Tyler Glasnow, is he still going to be stupid to acquire? I'm trying to see maybe Hunter Bishop. Let's throw him in. Yeah, this is going to be a tough trade. Yeah, Luciano doesn't even get me close. What do they need? A catcher, a first baseman, a center fielder, closer. Yeah, I don't really have any of those that's going to be enticing. Yeah, I don't think this is going to be possible. Correa gets the deal done. Luciano doesn't even get it close. Yeah, I don't think this is one of those it's just not going to be possible. I don't even think if I throw in yeah, so Glasnow is not a possibility, unfortunately. I also looked at the Red Sox and I was like, I don't really like any of those. So let's try Marquez. I feel like I can get him for fairly cheap. It's an expiring deal. And realistically, what he would do would probably take over for Wood or Cobb. And then what we do is I don't think I'm going to turn to any of these guys just yet, but we could go out and sign another pitcher. So I think Marquez, I do get him quite often. I haven't gotten him in a little bit. And I feel like that's a pretty cheap deal that we can work with. Or Freeland, and just say, yeah, let's just rock with the extra lefty. And realistically, probably send down Alex Cobb anyways. So what about who do I give them? Jelly, no. Let's go him. And then we'll throw in Archimedes Gamboa. And there's Kyle Freeland. All right, wild card spot. That's fine. 98 and 64. Honestly, with this team, I'll take that. We do still need a little bit of help, like I said. But, I mean, yeah, why not? Let's take a look where we are. 5th in batting average. 4th in runs. This is just a product of being in a really difficult division, and I'm okay with that. We were first for home runs. We were that good offensively, which is crazy to think about, that we were that good offensively. And then we take a look at ERA, team pitching stats. This is okay, 11th. Honestly, still not bad. Hits allowed, where are we? We are hits allowed 20th. Okay, that could be a little bit of an issue. Earned runs 10th, and yeah, honestly not too bad. We take a look at awards. Freddie Freeman, okay. Stanton, DeGrom, and Burns. DeGrom on the Rangers, still crazy to think about. Okay, what else we got going on here? I don't hate it. All right, so let's see who got that. Oh yeah, this is a mess. Let me fix it. All right, bullpen. I'll take it. Givens struggled a little bit. Duvall was good. Fulmer was good. I only gave him a 1-year deal though, so we're gonna have to pay him a little bit to bring him back. Lugo, I also gave a 1-year deal because I knew he would regress. That's not what you want to see. At all. All right, looking at our starters, Freeland as a 5, I'll take it. It wasn't much better than what we already had, but we didn't really give up much for him. So again, I'm pretty happy with the pitching overall. I would like to add more. So we'll see what we can do this offseason. Luis Gonzalez off the bench was really solid. Wilmer Flores kind of in and out of the lineup was okay. Becomes a free agent. We'll see what we do with him. Thairo Estrada was okay. Hedges not great. And Slater came up for, who did he come up for? La Stella? Yeah. Even though La Stella was kind of nice. So I don't really understand why they took him out. Interesting. All right, so whatever. And then Mitch, how did Mitch do? I took him out of the lineup versus righties because he was struggling, and he still is. So not what you want to see at all. JD Davis was really strong at first base for us. Love to see it. We've got Correa, who was really good as well. Lamont Wade Jr. was iffy. He only faced righties too, so I would kind of hope for better numbers. Jock, kind of the same thing. Oh, actually 34 home runs. I'll take it. 847 OPS. Yeah, I'll take that for sure. Brandon Crawford, have a season. Last year with the team, most likely, unless I can get him back on a super cheap deal, and I'll consider keeping him around until he retires. Yastrzemski. Ooh, okay. Joey Bart, 350, almost a 350 on base percentage. And then Elliot Ramos. I'll take that too. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Let's see what we do in the postseason. We've got the Braves. The Braves didn't win the East. The Phillies did. The Mets didn't make the postseason after spending all that cash. What a joke. All right, we win. We're gonna be taking on the Phillies now. We'll do that. And now against the Phillies, yikes. Okay, Kyle Freeland versus Wheeler. I don't know if we want that matchup. Let's go with Manaea, and we lose. Okay, that's all right. That's all right. We're okay. The Cubs and the Phillies in the postseason. If the Cubs make the postseason this year, I will be absolutely shocked with the... I don't want to get into the Cubs. I'm about to lose my mind with the Cubs right now. They are pissing me off. But we're not here to talk about the Cubs. We're here to talk about the Giants. Jock Peterson. They did offer him a qualifying offer. How much does he want for a season? If he's only willing to take like $7 million, I'm in. Seth Lugo, I said I was going to let go because of the regression. Same thing with Alex Wood. Wilmer Flores, if he wants less than like $8 million, which I'm down to give him 5 and let him be a bench guy, I'm going to make sure he knows he's a platoon player. Hedges can go. Correa. I'm worried you're going to regress. I am. So I'm going to hold off. Fulmer, kind of the same situation. Give him the bullpen role. Give him like $6 million. We'll rock with that. Freeland, as like a long reliever, probably not bad to have. And he can't want too much more. Yeah. All right. We're looking good. Givens can go. Crawford, I said I'd bring him back. Let him be on the team for the foreseeable future. And then Cobb and LaStella can go as well. So not bad. We're bringing back a few players, but that's kind of what the Giants do. They bring them in on some cheaper deals and kind of rock with that platoon setup. So did everybody sign? Crawford was the only one that didn't, and that's okay. That's fine. And then we'll probably have like this. Stripling was good, but I think if we limit some of his innings, he'll be a little bit better. So looking at it, we need 2 starters. Junis looks okay, but like, again, he looks really similar to what we already have, and I don't think he really makes the team better. Bednar still a little bit away. Harrison still a little bit away. So same with the other guys. So we definitely need 2 starters. 2 starters. And in the lineup, what are we missing here? Third base, which I could turn to Marco Luciano, or is that what I do? I think that is probably what I could do. The hitting stats aren't there yet, so I would like him to have one more season in AAA. So I think, who's that second? Wilmer. So realistically, what we could do is we could have Wilmer take third and then find like a true leadoff hitter, because we kind of lack that. We do. Even if we look at the farm system and like anybody else that we have, we don't really have like a guy that's like on base, slappy, like what Tommy LaStella was supposed to be. What they like, just someone that gets on base, like a Jeff McNeil, something like that. So let's try to find that. Let's add pitching. Let's get to technically season 2. All right, we're gonna start the second season, and like I said, I'm looking for a leadoff guy. And I was looking around. I thought about a couple players. Tim Anderson was one that I was looking at. I also tried to get Nico Horner. I was gonna try to make a trade for him. I can't do it. It's not possible. Like, I can see what they want. Yeah, they don't want anything. And realistically, the only way I can do that is if I get Correa, Severino, who I just signed, would get us kind of close. Joey Bart gets us kind of close, but like no one else gets us like even like close to getting this trade done besides Correa. So Correa's, yeah, not getting traded. We can't do that. So that's the whole point of doing the Giants rebuild, because Correa just signed with the Giants. So I can't get Nico Horner. And I was looking around. I was like, man, I don't really see anybody else that would, like, I guess Tommy Edman. Is he attainable? I don't think so, because actually, I still think he's a little bit out of our range. Brendan Donovan also would be a pretty decent pickup. He could be that guy. That might be the move now that I'm thinking about it. I didn't even think about that. Nick Madrigal, not doing well. The player that I did decide on, and it actually wasn't really a leadoff guy at all. It is from the Blue Jays, Bo Bichette. He's not a leadoff guy. He's not. And I know that, but I can get him for very cheap. The Blue Jays are not a good team in this save, so it would make a lot of sense to pick him up while I can. Wander, yeah, I could do that, but it's either Bo Bichette or who did we just say? I don't remember now. Oh, Luis Garcia was a cheap option that I looked at because he's actually doing fairly well, and he normally doesn't. And with Abrams' house in the team, they could probably go a different route than Luis Garcia. So we said, oh, Brendan Donovan. But I did just do a Cardinals rebuild, so I feel like using them kind of boring. So you know what? Let's go get Bo Bichette, and we're going to move him to second base. We do have to trade Kyle Harrison. Actually, I think I can go with that. And Tristan Beck, as well as Carson Wisenhunt. Either way, 3 pitchers, Bo Bichette in the team. All right, so offensively, we didn't really, like, I signed Sano to a 1-year deal. But that's really about it. Like, nothing much has changed. Pitching wise, we've got Severino on a $16 million deal over 5 years. Honestly, not bad. Not bad when you look at the 3.57 ERAs coming off of last year with the 1.2 WHIP. Not bad. Year before, little tough, but you know what? We'll work with it. And then Glasnow coming off of back-to-back 200+ inning workloads and really good seasons. So I'm pretty happy with what we got there. So as long as everybody does well, bullpen holds their own, and the lineup does what they did last year. We had one of the best offenses in baseball. If we can do that, I feel like we've got a good chance. So let's do it. All right, at the deadline, currently 7 games behind the Dodgers. I'm looking for just a little bit of help offensively, just because Elliot Ramos is struggling a lot. So I sent him down to AAA, and then we're just missing something. He's doing okay. But I need someone that's just a little bit more consistent. I've kind of looked around. I've narrowed my options down to, I could either go Benintendi, which is super boring. I get that, right? We could go Gurriel, also having a really good year, is a free agent, sort of a, kind of a utility guy we could rock with. And now that I'm looking at it, I'm kind of interested. My other 2 options were either Willie Castro, so again, another utility player, can hit lefties really well, and in the 72 games that he has played, he's been very good. On top of that, we have Austin Meadows, another player entering free agency, lefty bat, and is having a very good season. So I think we could go out and get, Meadows is fairly easy. Willie Castro is fairly easy, and I'm assuming Gurriel is going to be fairly easy too. I don't think I've ever traded for Gurriel this year. I don't think I have. Maybe once, but we're gonna trade this guy. I signed him in free agency this year. He doesn't look good, so we're gonna trade him, and then we're also gonna throw in Logan Wyatt, as well as probably just some low-rated pitcher. And there's Gurriel. There's another bat we need. Pitching's going fine, so I don't want to change that at all. But adding Gurriel to the lineup, probably move him up a little bit, maybe go something like this. I think that definitely helps us out a lot more. Like that looks so much better, and then I can also move him up. Maybe like here, and then we'll move some things around, but like right now team's looking decent. So again, another postseason appearance as a wild card and taking on the Braves. All right, Sean Manaea is the best winning percentage, okay, or has the best winning percentage. We aren't the best batting average wise. Did we drop a little bit? It looks like we did. We are 17th, not good. Offensively, we are 9th in runs, though. Hits, probably pretty low. 15th, so right around the middle. But like, it looks like we were bringing in runs. 2nd for home runs, not too far off the Padres. And runs batted in, we are 9th. So offensively, still pretty good in terms of run production. And if we take a look at pitching, 2nd for pitching in terms of ERA. Hits allowed, we were 7th. Runs allowed, we were the best team in baseball. And if we take a look at awards, no awards once again, which is kind of disappointing. But we do have a couple in the race, like Manaea was in the race for Cy Young, and it doesn't really look like we had anything else now that I'm saying it. Let me see. Let's go to the National League. No, we did not. That's a Silver Slugger, but all right. So pitching wise, what do we got? We got Freeland, who wasn't as good as I would have hoped, but if you look at the rest of the bullpen, I'm pretty happy with it. Like there are a couple high 3s, 4s, but for the most part, fairly happy with it. Tyler Rogers completely turned it around from last year. And if you look at our starters, this is what you want to see. Like that is crazy good right there. Love seeing that. Lineup wise, it looks like everything. Ooh, they put down not Estrada. They sent down Luis Gonzalez, who definitely not as good as last year. And they called up, what was it, Hunter Bishop, I think it is. Got called up. So, all right. So, no, not great. Donovan Walton also got called up. Who then got sent down? Ramos got sent down, but I already knew about that. They sent down Crawford. Can't have that. Like we're having Crawford if we're doing this. He's got to be part of the team. It just is something that has to happen. So obviously Crawford didn't have the best of years. Gurriel, we're in the wrong lineup. Mitch, how did Mitch do? Okay, I'll take it. And then Bailey as the backup catcher, as well as Hunter Bishop. Didn't really do much. Yastrzemski, leadoff guy, did well. I'll take that for sure. We didn't get a true leadoff guy, but you know what? He did the job just fine. JD Davis, Correa was good. That's what you want to see. 31 home runs from Jock with almost 80 RBIs. That's perfectly fine too. Gurriel was a really solid pickup. Bo Bichette, yeah, he should be in that spot. Wait, no, versus righties. Yeah, that's right. He was better than last year, so that's an improvement. Becomes a free agent, I believe, so we'd have to worry about that. But so far, so good. Not the best season. 23 home runs, it's okay, but not the best. And then Joey Bart improved, so I like seeing that. And then okay, I like seeing that. Little power at the end of the lineup. Probably shouldn't be that way, but I'll take it. Not too bad. I like the team. Can we beat the Braves? Can we do it? We can. There we go. Taking on the Dodgers now. And let's put Severino here. Glasnow, Severino, Manaea. And then, yeah, that's what I want. I mean, the Dodgers are going to be tough. All right, Dodgers, we get the first and the second. A little sweep action. Ooh, okay, so we've got Manaea on the mound right now. So maybe we just move everybody up a spot. And that looks pretty good. Taking on Philly to face a World Series team in Toronto. Ooh, Toronto made the postseason. Uh-oh. Or the Angels. Okay. All right. Alrighty, Philly. You're going down. I can feel it. Or we're going down. It comes down to Logan Webb, and we're in the World Series taking on the Blue Jays. And Glasnow's on the mound, so I'm just going to go like this. And we should be good. Manaea having an 8 ERA, not what you want to see, especially during the World Series. All right, Blue Jays time. Losing the first and the second, not what you want. Definitely not what you want, but we're one game away. Can we do it? We can. Tyler Glasnow closes it out, and there it is. Awards-wise, we've got Gurriel, the trade deadline pickup. That is our MVP, and then the playoff MVP is the big money signing, Carlos Correa. Pitching-wise, Esclafani, yikes. But Glasnow, Severino, and Webb held it down for sure. Love to see it. Freeland was really good in the postseason. I mean, look at the postseason staff. Love it. Offensively, gross. That is not what you want to see. But JD Davis was good. Correa, Jock brought in runs. That was, if he didn't get a hit, it was a home run or an RBI. That was like the way he was getting his hits. That's what he was doing. He was productive with his outs or his hits, however you want to look at it. Gurriel was good. Bo Bichette sucked. So did Wilmer Flores. Joey Bart was okay. And Lamont Wade Jr. on the bench. Didn't really use the bench, so it doesn't matter. But the pitching, the lineup, there is the Giants rebuild. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, hit that like button down below. Subscribe to the channel if you enjoyed the content. And of course, get in the comment section. Let me know what video you want to see next. Here's a video I recommend for you all. I hope you do enjoy it. And that's about it. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.